We are ready to proceed. Good afternoon, Mr. Karbou. I hope you had a good lunch. And you've had a chance to gather yourself. I know you were quite emotional during the last session. I hope you feel better now and you're ready to proceed.
Yes.
Okay, I will just do my usual recap of the last session, just briefly before we continue so that you will know where you stopped.
For kanabula wato men kulu kunduta ntata kontonga hakil bulandiro kela woto.
You narrated what happened to you at the NIA premises.
Yes, certainly. Men kitela NIA la sansamo kono.
And your subsequent detention and torture there.
Andu inate muta ke tajire ya katilimbali ya kulu kela.
At the hands of Alaji Idrissa Job.
Men ya lonko Alaji Idrissa Job.
AKA Alaji Moore. With other members of his group, including Jim Drame. And of course, we can all remember that sprint that you made from the NIA premises to Banjul headquarters. And this was in broad daylight, in public, through the streets of Banjul, with you stark naked.
Yesilo mutawanyale be borkan fumul kabule nokan itata wole nyama hani fo futata Banjul police station.
You eventually landed at the office of your Director General Bunsane.
You wole take hani fo itata la Director General from la office of Bunsane.
And several other senior members of the NDA were present.
Alung nyatonga kotangulu men fanali yanko yalonko ulbebe NDA la kuntonkol le kono yewlu fanal tara office kono je bengola.
And after he observed your condition, he took you back to the NIA director. And subsequently, you were left again. You were left under the custody of the NIA personnel who were responsible for your ill treatment. A panel of investigators was formed to investigate into the case. And these included NIA officers who were responsible for your torture. You told us that you believe the role of that panel was not to uncover the truth.
Amunda o panelo ite fangla cross road anile hakiloto o panelo e mannato nyakande ulmumo leti meni alonko ko fanga ya fanya min ulollem mo krungul le moyti.
But instead to cover up the crimes of the NIA.
Amunda NIA ul ka kuruya menuke ka tajire ya menuke nyim panelo itel kawol le sutura,
which were revealed by one of their accomplices during that same panel discussion.
Wo panel kacha kono fanang monata sotoje mem fonata kolbe wanyari itel ning NIA la kolbe lari nyoy nyame.
You were then detained at the NIA despite your innocence.
Ina temuta ke sindi NIA je ke mabo andu wodunga manke del kanti fenteng fo itede imam femfenke amunta esembole tamandika.
And you received no medical attention for your wounds. You also mentioned the torture that was inflicted on some of the accomplices of the NIA, the Guinea foreign nationals.
Amunta ye tajiraya menketela aning inata menke wo Guinea fanan dingulu la men yalon ko be mutoko no amunta abe nyakeli nyama yolu fanalu tilimbali ya wala nyama.
I hope you're okay, Mr. Karbou, because I see you bending down. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, just kindly sit up properly. And you also told us about a Fuller man, an old Fuller man who was brutally tortured by Alhaji Moore and his group.
Ye fulake keba do fanan na kumofo me yalon ko wo fanan Alhaji Moore na la mulu itelle yo keba fanan muta ka tajire ya katilimbal ya kulukala.
You also explained the fact that you were being held at the NIA partly to cover the torture that they had carried out.
Amunda fanan ila imuto NIA ye taraje pour que mutaje ñi fanan da bi jele ye tajire ya ni tilimbal ya menkela imalla fi yefindi molu yo je balo bala ila fita anun nale.
And basically to make time for your wounds to heal.
Wala ñindi pour que wato dira fo bara molu sikende.
From, I believe it was, we were talking about the ordeal of this old Fuller man who had been brutally tortured by Alhaji Moore and his group when the break came up.
Ako nga mera break wato after accident wato men na wayatra itebe kacha kamutumo ebedi amkanyi fula keba la kola ye menu muta ya tajire ya hanfo ina tete dunde aselo kono ya taraje.
We had just concluded on that issue, so let's move forward and tell us what happened after that.
Gawo fanna banne bitun sayin nsitenten ya fonye mune natake obekola.
Na detention o NIA.
My detention at the NIA. One day I wasn't feeling fine.
Then balama kuyanata muta.
I was feeling not unwell.
Lamin Mane mimbe la church office Nandan Samba clinic or to behind State House.
Lamin Mane, who is at their church office, took me to the clinic behind the State House.
Military clinic column.
It is a military clinic.
Kabrin Tataje.
When we got there,
Nganos dole taraje kafai couple Sambu.
We found a nurse called couple Sambu.
Atebota Bakar Sambu yale Brikama.
The nurse is from Bakar Sambuya.
Kabra in check.
When the nurse checked me,
akabeng admit lale.
The nurse said that I was going to be admitted because of the state of my body.
So we
were on that. The nurse asked me to lie on the bed before I could be attended to. Lamban Mane said to the nurse, allow me to first of all make a call.
I called NIA headquarters.
He made the call to the NIA headquarters.
Ako nos kenno e couple Sambu ko ikana admit bari boro diala aliamur ingamurum.
He said to the nurse couple Sambu that they said that you should not admit him, just give him medicine and allow me to return back with him.
And do you know who they were talking to at the NIA?
NIA.
I do
not know, but I know that it was a senior officer that he was speaking to.
And why were you taken to the military hospital? Why not the RVTH?
Because they didn't want people to see the horrors meted on me by the tortures they did to me.
So what eventually happened?
Then PCM paracetamol sachet cleaned.
They gave me one PCM paracetamol sachet.
NIA.
I got into the vehicle and we returned back to the NIA.
Then Lamin Mane nata murundi cell kono fula pabi bedaming.
Then Lamin Mane returned me back to the cell where the old Fulda man was in.
Bijele.
I was there
and for talalulu moljita wato min
until 5 o'clock when work had closed.
And when you went to the military clinic, do you feel that you were adequately taken care of? Were your wounds and your injuries taken care of? Did they receive enough attention?
Akobritata o sojar lopitano bara molu menu be bala kul men kete la fodum ila miraroto ye topoto kule bang ye anyama le bang kaborol dila kela bara molu topoto.
No, couple Sambu yami itandila ko iseng njara no natre bang admit lale. But nyulo ko iteng admit la se paracetamol da mal dina.
Couple Sambu said to them that they could treat me if they admitted me. But these people told him just to give me paracetamol and to allow me to return.
So you left untreated?
Except the paracetamol which I went along with.
Please carry on.
And Lamin Mane tata emurundi selo konate tata.
Lamin Mane took me back to the cell and he left.
Then I'm later 5 o'clock mafangola after working hours I am funtindi.
It took a long time, around 5 after the working hours, he brought me out.
Akonyeko
and he said to me,
nga order soto kosaing after working hours lebe funtila banda.
I have orders from now that it is only after working hours that you can come out.
Then de funtinya keta voltije.
So my coming out was through that.
So now funti wato after working hours.
So my dad coming out after working hours.
Nata modo je miyalon kay mbalo je baraka balafata nyele.
I saw someone who said that he saw my condition and he was sympathetic towards me.
But by then atemu security letuno atkara bundalt.
But at that time, that individual was a security who was posted at the door.
Lamin Sengora testified as an assassin.
His name is Lamin Sengor, and he testified here. They call him assassin.
Okay,
as a result of that, we were there.
Another came Trrc.
He became my friend. He was the liaison between me and my family outside.
Authorities malonde.
But his authorities, we are not aware of this.
Then another mako official SIM card.
He assisted me to acquire an official SIM card.
And are you aware of this Lamin Sengor, aka assassin, of the fact that he was actually part of the interrogators on Alhaji Moore's team?
Ako foi bota yalon ne ko nyin Lamin Sengor wala assassin ate fango be molle kono me yalon ko ibe Alhaji Moore law molle kono men ka molu tajire ya ke liba.
Until a time na NIA be security as a gatekeeper.
The interpretation apparently is not accurate. Interrogation, not torture. Interrogation team.
Okay, until a time olunje abe security like gatekeeper, security abe security side like na time oje NIA.
The time that I was at the NIA, he was a security officer posted at the door.
So,
are you aware of whether he had actually taken part in any of the tortures that happened at the NIA at the time?
Honey, to be very honest, honey.
No, to be very honest.
All right, carry on.
Then family NIA buka kalamuta.
We became friends, and he was between me and my family, and the NIA, we aren't aware of this.
Then na family nata official SIM card odiala.
My family gave him an official SIM card.
Nabe duties wato wati.
Each time he is on duty,
suton naka dendele nka call ke nka lawyer mboch call.
We used to stand aside during the night, and I will make a call to lawyer Mbuj.
On 90-1555, nka mboch call wala.
On 90-1555, that's the number I used to call Mbuj on.
And imbarindi ndobi je fatu baro 916378.
And one of my nieces, Fatubaro.
Yes, Mr. Karbou, just to leave out the numbers to protect the confidentiality and privacy of those individuals, please. Thank you.
So
So I used to communicate with them to let them know what my situation was in the NIA.
So
one day in the evening, because I used to sit close to the gate at the security where they were posted, I saw an ambulance park. The ambulance I saw someone brought down who was on a stretcher.
Then
when they brought the person down, where they usually parked their vehicles,
assassin from the duties on that day.
That was where we were seated. Assassin was on duty that day.
Then
they brought the person down there.
So NIA escort na mawolong alakotonya.
The NIA officer that escorted that person on the stretcher, I do not know the person, but I used to see him.
But
But after he went inside and left him out there, I asked for his name.
Please continue.
Then akwatomu Alaji Sajo leti.
Then he said his name was Alaji Sajo.
Asingo bebe baramarine.
All his leg was wounded. I asked him, what happened to you?
Ako Jim la bum pistulo la singoto.
He said Jim shot him with a pistol on his leg. I asked how.
Ako atefana mu Guinea-Bissau nkoleti.
He said he too is a national of Guinea-Bissau.
Atelning Ansumana Fati wal nata kata Karamo Drame.
That he came alongside Ansumana Fati and Karamo Drame.
And do you know whether he was part of that particular group that were involved in the drug operation?
Akufayalo nako atefananda be umolle kono men yalon ko ibo drug tamando kono.
Wolo mate jejere wolo na first time tikaji.
On that day I did not see him. That was the first time I'm just seeing him.
Please proceed.
And ako Jim la bung pistulo la singoto.
He said Jim shot him with a pistol on his leg.
Ako nye Ansumana Fati mimbe ye milimuta.
He said to me, Ansumana Fati, that is arrested.
Ye lojo minte be steri lojo minto.
Where they were lodged.
Atate la bagaso le kama purka funtindi.
He had gone there to pick their luggage, to take them away.
Bagas funtundi wato.
And as he was taking the luggage out,
ako NIL ani iduntanyola woldo.
He got into trouble with the NIA there.
Ala borwato le Jim ya bunga singoto.
And it was when he tried to run away that he was shot on the leg. That was when I got to know that truly what Ansumana said was the truth.
So after the
he wanted to talk to me.
Jim Wolkana walling.
And Jim and the others were approaching.
So yeah, stretcher samba inatata.
So they took the stretcher and went away with him.
But na stage,
but our stay there,
time to time aning krocho.
He usually came there from the time to time and he had scratches.
And during this time, were you able to observe some of the activities that some NIA officers, including Alaji Moore, used to do?
Alaji Moore na la okafunyolu ikakulu minu tamandi je fo ila taro wuche okono je ya cross le bange katara mun kullela
ha bao ulara mafon lente katara bantaje ning ila security.
Yes, since it's usually in the evening time that I am out there with their security officers.
Defango nyala je
in my presence.
They drink
alcohol in my presence, and God is a witness.
Alaji
Moore and his people outside there. I can say that Alaji to the NIA, he was like a king.
Alaji who?
Alaji Moore. Job akadolo minyala je Guinness ikawole londi kabol anala mori ka amin
Alaji Moore
ikamotol park damin ala be sede ari
you should drink Guinness, he and his people in my presence there, and God is a witness.
And you said he was like a king at the NIA. What do you mean by that?
Akoni ko abele ko man sakeo NIA je wokoto mu muneti
ndenyala nye nay min fo wala kalo.
In my presence there, whatever he said stood.
And do you know where he got that authority from?
Yalo na yo sembo wodamin.
No, I don't know.
Did you hear anything about where his purported authority came from?
For Imamo Ifanang, allow Sembo, Ayasoto Nyadile, and Minto.
Yalo alaji aketa multimedia lonko aka director fango ake nenele.
You know, Alaji is someone that used to trick even the directors.
Even Kabira Natantola drug squad.
Even when he came to our drug squad,
the mentality I mean in the director Laboko is dealing directly with the president.
He gave our directors this mentality that he was dealing directly with the president. People were scared of him. And they never did anything if he is not there. That has happened in my presence on many occasions. That is what made him that much strong in the NIA.
Were you able to verify whether this was true or not, that he was dealing directly with the head of state?
Honey?
No.
And please continue.
Then journalist wala naje Pamodu Fall
the coming of the journalist Pamodu Fall and Emil also found me there. For me, that was beaten. They also my body.
And fulanjango ifana ila kalfal fanang ila journalist kebal wol fana imbalo jele.
And secondly, the head of the journalist fraternity also saw the condition of my body.
And also o Casamance rebelol ka fo min lafta coup d'etat kela wol fana na interajele.
And also the Casamance rebels that were accused of staging a coup d'etat, they are coming also found me there.
Do you know any of their names?
Fo ye moto long ikono ba.
O Casamance rebelol ma moto long bar NIA min martanun jiborola e ka fay keba seka.
Those Casamance rebels, I do not know their names, but the NIA officer who was responsible for Jiboro, his name was Keba Seka.
Because yani all beke nyokanjele.
Because they put him and all of them together.
And in fanan kabri ke bute en katara sigdim bandara barika lampo ko to je santole e beli pakam. Obi ke tanyala jele.
And also when they have been tortured, I was outside, but if you look at the bulb underneath it, you could see them being beaten.
And who was carrying out those tortures?
Alaji Mor na la mollo.
Alaji Mor and his people.
And what about these people? Did you have a chance to look at them? Did you recognize them?
No, ye bulandi la pick up ole kono.
No, they were put inside their pickup.
After bulol fon citile.
After they tied their hands,
then he lota opposite ni dun direct straight wo building or yebe jindi wo dalto je.
So they stood opposite the building as you got inside.
Ndolbe siring ikela motol park dami.
We were seated where they usually parked their vehicles.
And you've already mentioned the case of Alaji Sajo, I believe, who was shot in the leg. And you kept on referring to Jim. Can you just give us his full name?
Olong Ibrahima Drame.
That is Ibrahima Drame.
And is that different from Jim Drame?
Wala la nickname ti Jim mala nickname let.
Jim is his nickname.
So Jim Drame is also known as Alaji Drame, and he was the director of operations at the NIA at the time.
Yeah, Ibrahima Jim Drame.
Ibrahima Jim Drame.
Thank you for that information. Kindly tell us how long you were detained for at the NIA.
I spent 4 weeks there.
And during this time, were there any other occasions where you got to witness any incidents of torture by Alaji Mor and his group or by Jim Ibrahim Drame?
These were the only ones that I witnessed.
So what eventually happened?
Then
one day, which was on a Thursday, I was inside the cell with this old Fulaman. Sukuta came to pick me up. He took me outside. I found that the Guineans and Lamin Sima were already on board a vehicle. And they asked me to get to board. I boarded. The vehicle left
police station
to the police station
Banjul.
In Banjul. When we got there,
officer dole bije ngala first name na lom Sam bar brikam kolom.
There was an officer, but I know only his first name. He's called Sam.
Lamin Mane.
From Brikama, Lamin Mane.
Wolen Sambaje.
They were the ones that took me there.
Kabirim Futata.
When we arrived,
ye present Samia, meaning duty commander.
They presented us to Sam, who was the duty commander.
Akoeko.
He said to them,
"Can you give us the full name of Sam, please?"
Sam Tobe Fonya Town Akondo.
Officer Sam, to be very honest.
I only hear him being called Officer Sam, but I do not know his last name.
What about the particular unit he was attached to?
Police Charge Office, Banjul.
Police Charge Office, Banjul.
And that's the police station, Banjul.
Yes.
Let's carry on.
Then BJ, I am present Sam Kaiko ila bagasoldum.
We were there. They presented us, and Sam asked, "What about their luggage?" He said to them, "I wasn't asked to bring them along.
My
mobile was left there. These other ones too, none of us went with anything. Up till this day, we didn't see them.
So
the following day, which was on a Friday,
before the court.
We were arraigned before the court.
GRTS
GRTS came.
The court ke Idrissa Mbaye wala magistrate otino.
The court took place. Idrissa Mbaye was the magistrate.
In charge na.
What we were charged
conspiracy
was for conspiracy.
And the other one more obstructional.
Other one was obstruction.
Yeah, that was the first charge amending.
That was the first charge that was charged against me.
Then Idrissa
Mbaye said
Banjul ala magistrate court lacked the justification to hear that case.
That the Banjul magistrate court lacked the jurisdiction to hear the case.
I refer back to Brikama.
He referred the case back to Brikama.
I remind.
But he reminded us.
Can I just remind you about the particular charges that you were charged with? And Mr. Chairman, I'm just reading from the Point newspaper article dated Wednesday, the 10th of March, 2010. And it says that they were arraigned on the 5-count charge of conspiracy to defraud, obtaining money by false pretense, obstructing a police officer, possession of prohibited drugs or controlled drugs, and possession of drugs for the purpose of trafficking. Is that correct? Is that what you were charged with?
Yes.
And before this time, were you charged at the NIA during the 4 weeks of your detention?
We are never charged. We were just put in the cell like that, out of their own liking.
Was a statement obtained from you at the NIA?
Honey?
No.
Were you given access to a lawyer?
Honey?
No.
And the phone calls that were facilitated by Lamin Senghor, were they official or were they incognito?
Yo telephone commandiro luke wato men Lamin Senghor ka simoni nati woldum amunta yesilo soto ila official bulu burka commandiro luke fodum kullo commandiro la wol
sunyarto anin kullo kunno nka kele fa Lamin Senghor la bala fala tinankake.
We were having those clandestine calls as a result of the mercy that was extended to me by Lamin Senghor.
So you were detained incommunicado at the NIA during that 4-week period?
Amunda lokuna no me yake NIA wala mnyinti itel lamiroto inimmo manya nyomo ila banda.
Yes.
So the first time you heard about the charges was when? Was it at the Banjul Police Headquarters or at the courthouse?
What follow me yenyin tumirolu moy Banjul Police courthouse lem folum courthouse.
Courthouse lom before Idrissa Mbaye.
At the courthouse before Idrissa Mbaye.
So did you have the benefit of being advised by a lawyer at that time?
Fodu otembo yenyin silo sotole pro lawyer si iya marikola.
Ma asset sotono lawyer to because kabri natit aramiso.
I did not have access to a lawyer because when I was brought on the Thursday,
o arjumo somanda
the following
Banjul Street
Friday in the morning, we were taken straight to the courthouse.
Please tell us what happened during the trial without just going into details. Perhaps tell us how long the trial lasted and what was the eventual outcome.
Saying afonyen kito keta nyaming hanima be kilin sata bari kito nyin tamata nyaming ning kito nyin nata ban nyaming kolu lata nyaming abonye nyoto bang
natata mile 2 mbe mile 2.
We eventually went to mile 2 and we were in mile 2.
Ngalokum fula soto jela janni be case transfer la Brikama.
We spent 2 weeks there before the case was transferred to Brikama.
And how did you get to mile 2? What happened before you got there?
Itara mile 2 nyadile munaketa janni bita mile 2.
Kabria for Idrissa Mbaye ko ala court lacked the justification to hear the matters.
After they took us to Idrissa Mbaye and he said that his court lacked the jurisdiction to hear the matter.
And that is how you were remanded there?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the conditions of your detention there before we move ahead to the rest of the case.
Mile 2 kasoje jela kolbe nyadile isi mune fono jema
ntata mile 2 kabirim futata yensamba room number 4.
We went to mile 2 and when we arrived they took me to room number 4.
Mo 18 nebe bungo kono je.
There were 18 people in that cell.
9 ne kela santo.
9 would slip up.
9 bela la duma.
The other 9 will lie under.
Somandani ayel 8 o'clock.
When they open the cell 8 o'clock in the morning,
Dasamo 12 ya sorong.
there would be breakfast, and then by midday, they will lock it up again.
Nin 12 ya sorong 2 o'clock ya ayel kontonga ni saliwato.
During 2 o'clock, they will open the cell, lunchtime, and also time for prayers.
Then 5 o'clock ya sorong.
Then at 5 o'clock, they will lock up again.
Ni ya sorong 5 o'clock fo so mo talansei.
When they lock up at 5 o'clock, the next time they open is 8 o'clock the following day.
And what was the sanitary condition of the cell? And perhaps tell us about how well ventilated it was.
Celo nyinkono abe nyadi le senaya la karola anim fana fonyo kadun noje le bang ale fonyo silo suton ne bang.
Selo 20 liter bidon fle ka wole ke kenotota kamin kono ani sumna kata dame. Ndongal ni wo be katara bun kono jel.
In the cell there were 2 20-liter drums. One is for urine, the other one is for going to the toilet. And you have to stay with these 2 pans inside the cell there.
For how long did you have to stay with them? For a period of how long?
Ite wati jelleke inni wo panol be o selo kono.
Ay lokun sabasi jelena.
Almost for 3 weeks.
And were they emptied at frequent intervals?
Po ikana nyim panol kamale kate bonke seneyandi ban wati nin wati.
Emetsol mimbije momo ka ton sotole. E ka selo fita anu ka nyim potol samba kate seneyandi.
The inmates that were there took it in turns to empty these containers and also to tidy up the cell.
Did you have access to other toilet facilities like a proper bathroom?
Fodum yesilo sotole puru isi kudolu sotonno men keta fan topototi fan seneyando ko ka fo kudula fo fanan sotota jele ban.
Ha sotta jele ban nin dayelta mo be ke borrel rangole ka keje. Do fango ka selo soron 12 vol fango meku.
Yes, that was available, but when each time the cell is opened, people used to rush and there used to be a line. And it always happens that even when the cells are supposed to be closed by 12, you'll find some people who have not yet taken bath.
And what was the ventilation like as well as the temperature in the cell?
Sayem fonyo kadunno je nyaadile anin selo kono kandobe je nyaadile.
Kandobe jele de.
It's hot inside there, but you have to bear because you are not there out of your own volition.
Did you have any insects like mosquitoes there?
They were there.
Plus these small black flies.
And tell us how long you were remanded for, which is connected to perhaps how long your case went on for at the court.
Afanye ye wuche jelle keriman wairi wotumo ila kito be kerim fo ila kito wuche be ketaji wala nyama bang
ngalo kun sabasoto jele.
I had 3 weeks there.
Then nimbita court.
When I'm going to court,
o rebeloli komilia kudeta ke ni be ke motoba le kolma ngatara sirin tepte botos paramilitary ninkidol be lorin kunto.
And those rebels, they are accused of staging a coup d'etat. We were always taken together.
Are those the Casamas rebels you're referring to, the ones you left at the NIA?
Akufole ngo Casamas rebelolti yemenu to NIA bang.
Inatan tera mile tule. Even journalists will find inatan tera mile tule.
They came alongside the journalist and they found me at mile 2.
By Mudu Nala Molu.
At Muldu and his colleagues.
You also told us that the last time the matter was mentioned in court before Idris Mbai, in the magistrate's court, he said he lacked the jurisdiction to entertain the case.
Yenyum fonyanko kiti bunda laje Idris Mbai wole moti la kito be membulunum bari anantanyina foko itelu mang wolodu la soto purka o kito tamandi itella dinkiratu je.
Yes.
Was the case taken anywhere else after that?
Inata
soundi Brikama, but from one adjournment to other.
They eventually transferred the case to Brikama, but it was one adjournment after the other.
Which court in Brikama?
Kiti Juma, member Brikama.
Brikama Magistrate Court.
The Brikama Magistrate's Court.
Was it the High Court or the Magistrate's Court?
Ako Kiti Bunda Basandon Koleng High Court for the Magistrate Court.
Magistrate Court long.
It was the Magistrate Court.
And do you remember which magistrate?
Magistrate
Magistrate Foster.
was Magistrate Foster.
Foster, Magistrate Foster.
I only know his surname.
And did anything significant happen to you during the trial before Magistrate Foster's court?
Four. Kukuma se sotole ba mense kela watu men ibe ikakitoke ikekitindi Magistrate Foster nyati lingulaji.
Ngani kuya sotono ne watu mbe NIA.
Yes, something saddened me while I was at the NIA.
Ndingo bantama kalamuta.
My child died and I was not aware. Until when I was bailed, then I got to know. My children also, I can say that their schooling was almost destroyed because there was no one to pay for them. My family too suffered in my absence. Because I am the breadwinner of the family.
Then
Then Foster bailed me.
I am bailed
The day that I was bailed, that was the day that I took these photographs.
From the case adjoin la.
So we were there and they were constantly adjourning this case.
State bukana watido.
Sometimes the state was never present.
Magistrate fangonata kamfa.
The magistrate got angry.
And this was still before Magistrate Foster?
Yes.
During this time, did they call any witnesses?
There was none.
But you've already said you were bailed.
Yes.
That is when you learned about the death of your daughter.
Yes.
How old was she when she passed away?
6 years.
She was 6 years old.
And do you know what happened? What was the cause of her death?
They told me that she got sick, that she had a bout of malaria.
And you didn't know this until after you were released?
Yes.
What eventually happened after the trial at Magistrate Foster's court? Did it go to any other court or did it remain there?
Atuta Magistrate Foster la kiti bundala wanyale bang. Anata sound kiti bunda dola.
Anata sound le Banjul High Court.
It was later transferred to the Banjul High Court.
Before which judge?
Judge Kilinya Jumanya Tilimula.
The first one Mufenkelete
There was more than one judge who dealt with your case.
Yeah, more than one judge.
Was one of them Justice Moses Richards at the time?
Moses Richard will transfer the court.
It was transferred to the court of Moses Richard.
And was it before or after that it was dealt with by another judge who you do not remember?
Ako foja niwolem bang fo kolalom inata kito nyin sound fo hakilo mamuta.
Minketa kabiri transfer Moses Richard le na case tano.
What happened was when they transferred it, Moses Richard was the one in charge of our case.
Abota wota nata nke magistrate nke.
After that, it was transferred to Magistrate Nke.
Kabiri nke bota je Nigerian judge dole fanan natata.
After Nke left, another Nigerian judge took over the matter.
Lastly, anata labang Ikpa labulu.
And lastly, it ended with Ikpa.
And whilst it was in the court of Justice Moses Richards, did anything happen to the accused persons that you were charged with?
Watu men abe Magistrate Moses Richards la Carola. Yeteni menutumi focus on tele men kitab mo lawul kono bang.
Kabrabe Moses Richard bolo apota bolo anatan ke bolo.
Yes, after the case was moved from Justice Richards to Unke,
Guinea National Solu,
the Guinea nationals,
inata Gambia bolo tata.
They left the Gambia and returned and went away.
And what was the implication of that?
Ansumana Kabrate said,
when Ansumana returned home,
Anyang Tijan Nata Diam Tijandur.
He spoke with Tijandur.
Ako nying NIA la facilitate purkata.
He said that it was the NIAs who facilitated their travel.
Then nada for Tijan and the phone left and idea.
And I said to Tijan, I want to speak to him myself.
Was it an escape or a travel, Mr. Interpreter?
Ikanatale bang for itamatal drone.
NIA ifuntin the Bangkok.
The NIAs took them out of the country.
And they absconded?
Amunta iborta.
Yes.
Okay. Please tell us here what happened after.
And Tijan nata ala number din Ansumana number din Nadi Amuta.
Tijan gave me Ansumana's number and I spoke with him.
Ako NIA kodo di ala purieta.
He said it was the NIA who gave him money so that they could leave. So I asked him, how did you get out? He said they took them up to Amdalai and they went with them.
Can you tell us who facilitated the escape?
I mean, fonte I la drive for Lamin Jata.
What he told me, he named their driver, Lamin Jata.
Akole samba for Amdalai.
He said he was the one that took them up till Amdalai. And that he was the one who also gave them the money, that the money came from their office and they left.
Would you happen to know who gave those orders to Lamin Jata? Authorities
of the NIA.
In my own thinking, I believe it would be the authorities of the NIA that would give him the money.
And eventually you said the matter got to Justice Ikpala. Where was he sitting, in which particular court?
Justice Ikpalama.
Banjul High Court.
When you get inside the Banjul High Court,
straight
at the story building, that's where it's.
Nibota Cardiff first, second, then the third High Court.
If you come from the Cardiff first, second, the third, that's where he is.
That's fine. I just wanted to know whether it was at the High Court in Banjul. And what happened there with Justice Ikpala?
He took a case twice.
But I state prosecutor la minketa bahumti.
But on the second occasion, he gave a message to the state prosecutor who was Bahum.
Akai since 2009.
He said to him, since 2009, these people were coming here to the court.
According to the records.
And according to the records, I have not seen anyone that has ever appeared as a witness.
In the next adjournment,
he said to him, in the next adjournment,
name witness manna.
If a witness does not appear, I will throw out the case.
Okay.
He said to him, okay.
Then third day.
Then the third day,
Nata court.
We came to the court.
Bahum manna this time Abdullah Walanada state prosecutor Walanada Abdullah.
Bahum did not come this time, but the state prosecutor that came was called Abdullah.
So Kabra Nata.
So when he came,
a case mentioned.
He mentioned the case.
Abdullah is withdrawing the case, and he wants us to be acquitted and discharged.
Abdullah said that he's withdrawing the case, and he wanted us to be acquitted and discharged.
Continue.
On what basis? You have to give me reasons. Me and Lombenya acquitted and discharged.
This guy told him, on what basis? You have to give me the reasons for them being acquitted and discharged. Because we cannot just take your mere statement.
I have to put it in records. Then Abdullah we could not get witnesses.
Then Abdullah said to him that they could not get witnesses.
Testify they were seems as
those that were supposed to testify, it appears as if they were begging them and they did not accept to appear.
So are you saying that during this period that you were tried, which was a period of about 2 to 3 years, I believe, not one single witness came to testify on behalf of the prosecution?
Never. No, I will for Abdullah Fanay.
Never, and that was what he also told Abdullah.
What about the NIA officers who had accused you?
NIA la mulu many yete to me.
Wallam witness solti bare wol fanga bukana mo ne man ne kono. In 2009 for 2011.
They were the witnesses, but none of them usually appears since 2009 up to 2011.
And do you have a copy of this order that discharged you?
For yo kaito sotole order be member la me alakito bang han fo yebula.
Yes, it is inside my bag.
That's okay. I have a copy of it. Mr. Usher, can you please give it to the witness? Just 1 minute. Let me just read the heading. It states in the High Court of the Gambia and Civil Suit HC/33/09/CR/076/AO between the state versus Tijan Dur, Babukar Cham, Lamin Karbou, and Lamin Sima, and it's dated the 12th day of January 2011. And it's signed by Honorable Justice Ikpala. Can you kindly confirm that this is the order? Thank you.
Koisa atonya yandino ko nyinemu order nyinti nyinemu kaunti ye melondi. Kaya mewen sate teng nyinkaito mekanati ye.
Yes, this is the very one.
Mr. Chairman, can we please put on the record the order discharging the witness as Exhibit 121C?
Yeah, request granted, Counsel.
So you were eventually discharged of the charges before that were laid before you?
Yes.
Do you know if anything happened to those people who had tortured you at the NIA, Alaji Moore and Co?
Fo kuna take o molu lerbang Alaji Moore na la o molu menne yalon ko wolle ete muta ye tajire ya NIA.
Yes.
Please tell us about that, please.
Wo fo nyemune na rake wala.
Kabrin director Falentawa bunsane botaje inata Benedict Jammenati.
When there was a change of director, when Bun Sane was removed and Benedict Jame replaced him,
Anata Foko, he had to investigate this matter very well.
He said that he was going to investigate this matter very well.
Anata Kodi Holigam Purolia investigate.
He gave this case to Holigan to investigate the matter.
Olia investigate.
They investigated.
Enata je kokotonyalo nyulie tilimbali aleke animbala firingo.
They came to realize that these people broke the law and they acted out of their own volition.
Inate Isamba court.
They took them to court.
Na medical.
Who did they take to court exactly? Can you name them?
Alaji Moore be konole.
Alaji Moore was amongst them.
Lamin Dabo bijele.
Lamin Dabo was there.
Omar Jamme bijele.
Omar Jamme was there.
Lamin Mane bijele.
Lamin Mane was there.
These
were the 4 individuals that they took to the court.
Was Jim Drame taken to court?
Jim Drame dum fo yate fanan samba kitola.
Ima samba je but during the investigations nga be for le Jimmy minke but malo why ma samba before the court.
They did not take him, but during the investigation I told them everything that Jim did, but I do not know why he was not taken.
If I may just remind you, and perhaps we will share this with the commissioners later, but we do have information that Jim Drama was part of that case.
Ako fasi hakilo bulandi andu nyato msinade nga kibaro la bari na takibaro soto janko Jim Drama fanandabe o kito konole yemenu samba kito la.
And if I may just read for the benefit of the commission, it's a newspaper article.
Kibar kaito lo nyinti.
Just 1 minute, Mr. Chairman. It's from the Point newspaper, and it's dated Thursday, August 2nd, 2012.
And kibar kaito le asafe amunta 2012 karotil flanjang August.
It states that the accused persons in that case were Lamin Dabo, Alaji Idrissa Job, alias Alaji Moore, former head of the Special Operations Unit at NIA.
Amunta menu tolu foten ko wolle be ko nyin kono ko Alaji Moore atemu operations la nyaton ko leti nung NIA.
I don't know if the Special Operations Unit meant the torture unit, but that's what it says. Ibrahim Drame, alias Jim.
Ibrahim Drame, Lulkavai Jim.
And he was the NIA Commissioner for Kanifing Division, and Omar Jame, alias Boy Boots. the officer commanding West Coast region, and they were the ones who were charged.
Amunta nyilu menu tol foteng yewolle samba kiti bundala adu yewolle tumi ye kalami kito nyinkono.
And the charges read that they were tried for offenses of assault causing actual bodily harm, common assault, and assault causing grievous bodily harm.
Ye tumi nyina ko ye nyim tilimbali aleke kamolu boyinkan ke tajire ya ke balajato tilimbali ya hanfo ye molu barama amunda ullem koluti ye kalamiro mella itulukan.
And this wasn't the case concerning the witness.
Nyina mu koti me ya lonko wala mu itela ko kenyati.
I don't know if you're able to confirm this or if you still don't recall.
Kofo amalo fo hakilo sitara nyinkan sa to nyandi wala fo hanimbi hakilo mambulala.
Jim nata ila force appearance atoti jenum. Then later partly inata ateni Lamin Mane join kanje.
During the first appearance, Jim was not there. It was later that he and Lamin Mane were included.
Very well. And what happened in that particular case? What was the outcome? Just to make a long story short.
Itolu yeteli kitindi menna. Purka ko suti yandi dron mu itella kito nata laba nyadi le mune nata ke.
Manna sambaku.
They did not do things the right way.
Because the medical paper me yolendi from the military clinic. Ngadi na lawyer mbuch.
Because the medical papers that I sneaked from the military clinic and passed on to my lawyer Mbub.
I presently.
He presented them.
And security nyinata tola le baringalo ne mialon kateleka jojo nyin gadnu.
The security who was protecting the judge, I cannot recall the name, said to me that your case will not go through.
Because what time even magistrates will find
during those days, even the magistrates, many of them were scared. Some of them even used to run away from the country.
And which particular magistrate was this court before?
Magistrate Jumalem yin kito la menyatilula.
Nigerian or Ninata, but I've been Kele Bulunum force.
It was a Nigerian, I forgot the person's name, but it was with Nke first.
Kabrinka evidence di Nkelata.
When I was given evidence, Nke was the one in charge.
And Akasamba Kulenum very honestly.
And he was proceeding very honestly.
Surprisingly, Tata appear one day, Abonda Bulle.
Surprisingly, one day when we appeared, we were told that the case was taken from him.
Enata the magistrate, Nigerian magistrate.
Then they gave it to one other Nigerian magistrate.
Even in a court wato.
Even during the court time.
Adiate time in near time in for it respect.
They never respected the time. They came when they pleased.
Who are you referring to?
NIA official, Nim Fulanata, Janni Sabokana is a court stand down to wait for them. Nibuka advice deal, K1. It was never done during the time of that magistrate case.
When two appear, it will take a long time for the other three to appear, and they never give warning in advance as to their lateness.
Was that particular magistrate called Alekbe Adetaiwo?
Wo magistrate ka fole Alekbe Adetaiwo.
Wala form.
Is the very one.
Please tell us what eventually happened.
Ntolnga na evidence di tolfana yela evidence ban tolnga na evidence di magistrate salo leto mobe bala moy kan bay tol ni bela evidence di la nkata magistrate la kembasle but kela time mo yake open magistrate courtroom leti kombe siri nyam mobe kala moy par kabrata Nigeria no ya ikasamba konotole kembasta.
When it was in case time, we used to give our evidence in the open to the hearing of everybody. But when this case was moved to the other Nigerian guy, we usually would give our evidence in the open, and when it came to their turn to give evidence, they will go into the chambers to give that evidence.
I believe the witness said the defense evidence. That's what he was referring to.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay,
is that what you were saying?
Complainant so nimbe na evidence dealer.
The complainants
magistrate house le.
When we are giving the complaint,
but the defense all ikabila tonsi tapurka evidence di nkata magistrate la kembas le.
When the complaint, when we are giving our evidence, we give in the.
Normally when we are giving our evidence, we did all our evidence on open court. But when it is the time for the defense, what they did was they took it inside the chambers. The office of the magistrate, that's how their cases went.
Thank you very much for that clarification. So what eventually happened?
There was nothing that comes out of it. They are all acquitted and discharged with warning.
Nothing came out of it. We were there, and all of a sudden we were told that we were acquitted and discharged and with warning.
What do you mean by that? How could they be acquitted and discharged and then warned? Warned to do what?
Kabring akabala judgment okay. So judgment dulale.
When he was about to make his judgment, it was during the course of the judgment. When he was making the judgment,
then security nata diamutai.
Then a security officer came and spoke to him.
Everybody in the courthouse. Well, they can bear a kaiko. You have a call, you have to answer. So later, Awulta left the judgment.
Later, he got up, left the judgment.
Then Barrister Kulo was in for the state. Barrister Kulo.
Barrister Kulo was in for the state.
Everything spoiled.
He shook his head and said everything is spoiled.
The magistrate went inside, then came back, and what he said was, I have to tell you that instead of anything, I will warn for the NIA to decide something concerning the NDA. So, which is a surprise to us, the complainant, with after all what they did for us, to us.
Are you speaking in English now?
Okay, so how can I meant for...
what I'm trying to say, this is the language he spoke. This is why I'm saying it in English, because it was said in English.
All right.
So that was all they were accused, and later they were taken from NIA to Trrc squad where I worked.
But you are still continuing in English. Okay. Would you like to switch or?
Okay, kabri workete inate bula, inate transfer kabo NIA kenati Trrc squad Alaji Moore and Jim Drame.
After that happened, they were released, and Alaji Moore and Jim Drame were transferred to the Drug Law Enforcement Agency from the NIA.
Do you know who the magistrate spoke to?
The magistrate
courthouse. I told Tata Konotole.
No, we were in the courthouse while they were inside these chambers.
Did you see any government official in the court premises at the time?
Ko tembo fo man sakundala mojijele me ya lonko anatanan kiti bundala je o tembo
nga moyle ko iko fenke njogu bale natanun je hadit ndamalo mol kono bot nga moyle ko njogu ba wala natanun.
I heard from people that Njoguba was there. I do not know him, but I got this information.
And do you know what he was doing there, or where did he go within the court premises?
So anata menaje wala be munalaje wala atata minto le kiti bundala.
Biden atalon Secretary General.
At that time, he was the Secretary General.
I'm asking, what do you think he was doing in the court, or what information did you receive?
He does
not want the law to operate as I see it, so that these crooks are brought to bear.
So what did he do?
Diamuta ani magistrate le diamuta konoto ngamo nyamen then kabaraka funti ngate jele na afundi tatata.
He spoke with the magistrate inside, and as he was going out, I saw him myself.
So you saw him coming out of the magistrate's chambers?
Yes.
Nibe sitting courthouse, Banjul courthouse, momo katambita yike jele.
If you are seated inside the Banjul courthouse, anyone that is passing this way, you can see them. And that was the first day too that I got to know that this is Njuguba.
And you believe that the reason why he went into the magistrate's chambers was basically to subvert justice?
Atela na kata magistrate la bunkono amunda nata tilimbali yale je puruka tonya buruka.
I have confidence that that is what he came to do.
Because Amalafi luaita mat correctly between Tolning mo kurungol tema.
Because he did not like the law to operate in the right way between us and these crooks.
And you had said that during the case, the accused persons were basically waltzing in and out of court, did not respect the adjourned dates and the times. Do you know if they were actually working at that time, still at the NIA, whilst this case was going on?
Kito beke kantu moment. Enyum foko imam wato bunya, imunta wato mendiate kana wolela, ibe dunne be bola, ibukana nyola, andung wotembo fo yalo ne fanam fo yani mbibe continue kan ila do ko la le bang NIA
ani wo wato interdiclare.
No, at that time they interdicted them.
So they were not working.
Amunta mantara do ko la nu.
Mantara do ko la bari ka half salary tale.
They were not working, but they received half salary.
And just to clarify the issue about, the phone call that was received by the magistrate, him going into the chambers, as well as the visit by Njoguba, can you tell us what was the purpose of him rising? Was it to go and answer to a phone call in chambers, or was it in relation to the visit by Njoguba? Did they happen at the same time or at different times?
Ako silang nyin telephone commandiro men yake kitindir la nyina hanfo anata wuli kadum kembas kono ani Njoguba la na silang ibe keta nyola wati kilin ne foyite mo jam fata nyola le bang fo adalilo mu mune fangoti pour nyin ye wuli kata konoto kata wo telephone commandiro ta ani wo kola fo Njoguba la na e kusoto nyola le bang
ala dungo ma kala muta de Njogu bari nga police o jele min nata ala oddly nyimbe jojmeno ke kan akaye idanko.
I was not aware of the time that Njoguba entered inside, but when the judge was making his giving out his judgment, I saw the police officer, his orderly, Njogu's orderly, come and tell him that he had a call to answer to.
So atata wala nyama. So
that was how he left.
Barista Kuloko, everything they spoil.
Barista Kulo said that everything is spoiled. But as he was coming out, I saw him.
And you're referring to the orderly of the magistrate who called the magistrate, right? Do you know who he was?
Magistrate la orderly long for?
Yes, it is orderly. I don't know him, but if I see him, I can recognize him. Sometimes we usually meet.
And it is correct that you don't actually know what transpired in that office, but you have told us what you believed happened.
Tonya menketa office ko no wairi tije yalong imolong eko imalong yo bari amunta yemem fonyeten amunta ilata ko woleketa
lata la ko woleketa.
I believe that was what happened.
And how did you feel about them being acquitted and discharged for the crimes that that they did against you?
Saying Italio Kruya Kulumen be ketela anila jawya. Biri na tawlu bula la wonya. Ete na taje nyadile wokuo yota nyadile.
Ala kotonya lafta revenge lalenu.
True to God, I wanted revenge.
Because ngani sotoleni minkaya to look for alaji more from one lodge to another.
I had an iron bar with which I used to move around with, looking for Alajimor from one bar to another.
Yeah, most likely Westfield would Lamin kana time je.
I heard that he usually frequent the place at Westfield, and I used to come there to wait for him.
On so many occasions kata Jacaranda barimbukaji.
And on so many occasions I used to go to Jacaranda, but I never get to see him.
Munamendole be Westfield.
There was a monument at the Westfield.
That day I was lucky to see him. But Kabirin Tataje, it was Louis Gomez, min follow enje.
But when I got there, it was Louis Gomez that first saw me.
Because Trust Bank bimbi jembe lori woldo.
Because I was standing at the Trust Bank that was there.
So Louis Natanang.
So Louis came.
Abediamulanye.
And he was talking to me.
That's the time ngaja moto malakata.
That was the time I saw him start his vehicle and get away.
Because laughter revenge la laughter njola nimbe falanga fa.
Because I wanted to revenge, and if I was to die in the process, I would die.
But I believe that you did not have an opportunity to do that, and thank God for that. And you've also mentioned that Jim Drame is currently your head of operations at the DLEAG.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I'm unfair.
It is not fair.
Please tell us more.
Because Jim aketa multimi ya lonka kanyal kono mimbi jabu ko tinde bara kanyal itandi. Ntenga trial so many occasions. Nka avoid lefang, to be very honest. Because nga feel like drug squad atemanyan tarlaje. Jim multimi ya lonko multilimbalia. Mindi ate yake. Ite kanake ola boss tibe motol bon lebe pajerol bonda after how many years ndebe siring. Ye wojo woni moto kata sign. Akatila boss ntenka avoid le nak na enja en killing teka avoid le completely because malla fin na offense kato aben kono la ansai.
Well, what happened is I see him, but after all what this man and his colleagues did to me, I still cannot forget. How can it be fair for that man to be transferred from that department and brought to this department where I work, and this man now is my boss? I avoid him. I don't want to have anything to do with him. Even if I see him, I avoid him. Sometimes he tries to greet me, I don't even look at him. And I don't want to have anything with him because I still remember what he did to me, and I can never forget what he did to me. So the man is there, I am there, but I feel that I have been treated wrongly and what has been done is not correct.
Because amame fanga moiko ako nimon TRC manna case dropped. He is the director of operations.
Not long ago, I heard that he said that if I did not drop my case at the TRC, he's the operations director.
Nate bije ngankana promotion omira.
Once he's still there, let me not think about promotion.
Even postings
He could even take me and post me in a place where I will not even like.
So what you're saying is that not only did you not receive justice, but actually your torturers are now threatening you.
Amanda ngola wo molu meni yete tajireya saying afelenti kamuru ikanafu be silandi kumulu folete me yalonko itelu ye aje wala nyama.
Yes, that is the way I see things.
Where did you get this information from, the information threatening you from testifying before the commission?
Yenyin kubaro soto mindole ka foko nitena tati RRC nyati lingola ate promote la.
Mole afonye.
Someone told me, someone very close to him, who called me and told me. But what I told him, I told him that he is not God. He is not the director.
Promotional transfer confirm.
Though he confirms promotions and transfers, we could look at that. That's what I said to that one.
And where is he currently located, his office?
Afela Bijilo jay transferred from Banjul to Bijilo na office min fele jang.
He is here in Bijilo where our office is transferred from Banjul.
Do you know the circumstances surrounding his transfer from the NIA to the NDA?
Faya lonne muna kata sababoti ka bondi NIA ka soundi nan kanati alla sirafen kele bundala.
Because Mimbije,
what was there, as I see things, the brutality they did at the NIA, and the dirt that is on them, and the fact that they were only working for their pockets, they will have access to engage in drug dealing because now they will claim to be drug officers. How did I get to know this? I heard that transfers came from the top.
So
if you have a drug peddler, you bring the person to where drug is available, then the person will have access to easily involved in the business.
But do you know of any particular cases where he is suspected to have dabbled in drugs?
Wato men ali sobita ko aya dadun drug jula ya kulutole
ama me fan salbe e madi and sons la case operation I fellow wotole.
Not long ago, Saibin A. Madi and Sons operation, he knows something about it.
And can you tell us what you know about it, not what he knows about it? We just want specific information if you know, and if you don't know, just...
Because Salve A. Madi la case nying.
Saibin A. Madi's case,
they
found drug there.
They told long official to me kalamuta.
And they were the officers who were aware.
So milman kuke
those that did nothing,
ye wol soronde
they locked them up.
milia kuke
Those that did something
ye kodo muta
and accessed money,
wol fe free ni
all those are free
because alaji mor
because Alaji Moore,
e tollo investigator ti wo matato
they were the ones investigating that matter.
but kabrata da dafo
But when he went to Darfur,
he was ya murundi nanne
they brought him back.
then investigator li ala case ke
The investigators did his case.
nte amandi amuntede
He did not speak to me personally.
but personally I mean fonga mim moy
But what he said and what I heard,
ate ku tulaje katu yo kodo leta salbe e madi bulu
he will not leave anything there because they took money from Simon Emade.
And you are saying they were implicated in that case. That is Idrissa Job and Jim Drame. But did anything happen? Were they taken to court? How did the matter end?
Amunta nyum foko sai etel dabe o konyin konole nung. Bari akonyin nata laban nyadile wairi sirafen kolem ako anata la nyadile.
Idrissa Job yo baile.
They sacked Idrissa Job.
And I cannot remember there is any investigation report that is out pertaining to war case nina.
By Idrissa Job, you meant Alaji More.
Alaji More.
Can you tell us what impact this whole experience has had on you, your arrest, detention, torture, subsequent trial in the different courts?
Sai, nyinko membe ketate, kabirin ke muta, ke samba ke tajireya, ke imabo kasola. Kata hanfo kane samba kito la manaka kiti bunda kilindi kito sound tamulu bulu wulu be tamata nyaming fokana bula kona talaba nyaming woyemun kule sababu itema ila hadama yato
follow ndingo bantama kalamuta.
First of all, my daughter passed away and I wasn't aware.
Korda mi mfana mbiji kirala ngawa fupurka loyata kalonye.
The house that the compound that I also had my hopes on, I had to sell it off to pay my legal fees.
Inata fanan kambondi dunia ekonomiya lango kola manke tonyati.
They took me out into something that is not true. That saddened me a lot.
Baba kede.
Very well.
Nadimbaya la nimfango.
My family and myself.
It
retarded us a lot.
And to date, Mr. Karbou, you still haven't received justice, and the perpetrators of the crime against you are still roaming free, and actually one of them is your boss now.
Amunta tonya mantama itla kodo. Imang silo tame yalonko wole nyanta tamala itla kodo. Men yalonko wole kata kurunguluti meyo tajire yakela wolu felenti jang ibe yayla tus mankela adum kilimbawlu kono me yalonko bi wole natake itela bosti so womukuleti me yalonko sayin womku sangarolti ite famala jero
ani ku ya wartale bar ngale ko justice mantama because mu itende tilimbalia inata kenna bosti be fudu la moto be buladiate nyame be farantanna wato wate.
Yes, it is very sad to have treated me so badly and then to be walking about freely. You are here going up and down, driving your vehicle freely. That is really, really sad.
And where is Alaji Moore now?
Alaji Moore, saying at Lamin.
I kabe Angleterre.
I heard that he's in the UK.
Do you know of any others who were implicated in your torture who are around in the service?
Fo yomodo lulonne many alonko hanimbi ibe do kola adu wol kata molleti many alonko wolle te tilimbaliano
ngelo ne Lamin Dabo.
Yes, I know them. Lamin Dabo.
Omar Jammeh. Sheriff Cisse.
Sheriff Cisse.
Wol bebe do kola.
All of them are working.
Bebe do kola NIA.
They are all working at the NIA.
Thank you very much for that information. We have come to the end of your testimony. I will now refer you to the commissioners who may have questions that they will ask you. Mr. Chairman, just before that, I just have one procedural point, and that is to tender the Point newspaper article that I referred to earlier, dated August 2nd, 2012. And it's Exhibit 121D.
I hear you correctly, 1213.
D, Mr. Chairman.
Oh.
Today, Mr. Chairman, you don't seem to be understanding me very clearly.
No.
I really must improve on my expression and my clarity.
I beg your pardon, I'm getting to come hard of hearing. So, sorry about that. It's not your fault, it's the chair's fault. But again, thank you so much, Council, and thank you very much, Mr. Karbou, for your testimony. Truly sorry that you had to go through this torture and all the difficulties that you endured in the hands of agents of the state.
Mr. Karbou, yesedero menke. Nyinketa balafati anini kuya ka foko yenyim batani nying ibo membetaki aketa moleti men ya lonko wolu fangolu na mansa kunda fango men ya lonko wole wolu tado kola amunta wole yo tajire ya façon be lete kan aketa balafani ni kuyati hanimbi ise haketu ko men ketete la Mr. Karbou.
We sympathize with you at the loss of your daughter.
Nyinketa mfanali balafa bati idima membanta.
We have heard them yet again today. Threats that people make to witnesses that would have appeared here or people who are about to come to the TRRC. We have issued reminders about that several times against them threatening witnesses. Many alonko ekasedo lu silandi kabula ka foi be bulala sedo lu nema menu nata sede aro la jang ani menu prete kanala jang na kumo fo sinya jama ke dandala. I will ask council to go ahead and remind the public again on the illegality of that kind of threat being made.
Abediamula council koteke pros as a continent asiri o dandalaro sainkanka bambandi jama moli menu be lamoyro la dawoda pro isi abula ka fo ibe sedo lu silandila men yalonko e kana sede yaro la jang ani menu pareta na la sede yaro la jang.
Council, you have the floor to do that, and then we will turn to commissioners and see if they have any questions to ask of the witness. Council, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'll make sure that I would not know. That way I would hear everything that's been said. But that said, Mr. Chair, I want to echo the seriousness of what we are facing. Witnesses before the TRRC should be respected as such and should not be threatened or intimidated by anybody. Any such acts amounts to interference with TRRC witnesses and is a crime under the TRRC Act. The Commission would take this very, very seriously and would pay attention to the allegations that have been made by this particular witness. And should anything happen to the witness that suggests that the threats against him are being actualized, the TRRC would take appropriate action. But for the general public, I just wish to reiterate the fact that threatening witnesses, interfering with witnesses is a crime under the TRRC Act, and the Commission would take the matter very, very seriously. I therefore warn members of the public to desist from such activities. Those in the NIA or in the drug squad should also pay particular attention to this as we progress in these investigations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Council, for that reminder. Commissioners, do you have any questions to ask of the witness? Deputy Chair, you have the floor, please.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Karbou. Mr. Karbou.
I join the chairman in extending our sympathy to you.
Akabe kafula chairman ma kela balafani niku ya futandima yela batakan.
And the loss of your daughter.
Aning idimala bango.
And to also express our sympathy for the travesty of justice that you went through.
Ndumberna balafa fana yitandila luala tamabalia men ya fero sitika laita kan imanna son kalua tamandi.
I have got 4 issues.
Kokuna ni bije.
One is in relation to your work.
Killing follow womu ila do ko kenyaleti.
You say you are working for the Gender and Child Welfare Unit.
Ko be do ko la Gender and Child Welfare Unit wala musolu anin dindingul la kunyalu fanna men marta wala.
Of the Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
Ka fo bunda wo fanambe bunda men ko ka fo le Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
You spoke a lot about your work with children. You did not speak about your work with women. Does that mean that there are no women drug-related incidents in this country?
Kabirinte transferred in November.
Since I was transferred there in November, up till now, all our cases are male cases. Only male referrals that we got. But up till date, we have not got a case involving a woman. I know there are women involved, but we've not yet gotten any case pertaining to a woman.
Thank God for that. Now the other one is on the modus operandi of your work. Your boss sent you unarmed on a dangerous mission to go and arrest unknown persons who were engaged in a drug dealing operation. There was no backup. So is this the way that you people were operating? You were being sent on missions without any protection?
Ko fodum atella do ko alibata mandi kan wole nyama bang e kali wulindile kali ki ko lu tamandola satara kute koma me yalon ko asike atella kanta dati.
Yes,
drug squad.
The drug squad.
Nkatang kunne fensafo.
We went on our own.
The
only weapon with us.
Wolong handcuff.
That is the handcuff. Secondly, except if you had your own individual tear gas with
even handcuff of office book
even the handcuff, the office never supplies it to you. You seek it out for yourself. So when we go for arrest, we just go like that.
But handcuff or
but the handcuff or any other weapon does not go with us.
For sign recently,
until now, recently, they used to put some paramilitaries to go with us. And they are usually armed. And when we used to go, it's one person. If there would be many, just 2. Those will go with arms.
But the rest
But all the rest will go empty-handed, except if you had your own personal handcuff.
The other one I find really unbelievable. I believe your story, but I mean the whole scenario is unbelievable. That after your dramatic escape, you ran into the place that should be the safest place in the country. That's the police station.
Iborta idunta dulato dame yalon ko jele nyanta tankala dula beti nyimbanko kan police korda kono
into your boss's office.
Amanda wala itata foite fangola kebala office okono.
And instead of giving you the protection that you needed, they took you back to the place where your life was at risk.
itelu nyanta ite kantala ke ma ko ke tankandi bari amanna ko kundinke fo ke te chika ke murundi wo dinkirato ite kanata nandame.
How can we explain that situation?
Isi o fono nyaadile.
Just as I said earlier on, when he returned me back there, I just left everything in the hands of God.
Because
it was clear to me that my director was scared of the NIA.
Because
and he was not the only one.
Fire service they will either die, but
I heard that the fire officers who were close to our office, they said, if I was their officer, they will not take me back. They will either die or something else.
Because
one of their officers, Omar, told me that.
All the security sector.
But the whole issue is that there was nobody who was brave enough to face the NIA.
Because
if you observe, during that time, the NIA, they were the only ones who had pistols. And they were the ones who also used vehicles as they pleased. They could go anywhere they want, arrest people as they please. And so that was why I saw to it that my boss was scared.
So the Gambian population did not have any protection, because if the police who were supposed to protect them were so scared that they could not even protect their own officers, what would they do for the general populace? Anyway, thanks for that explanation. And my last one.
Polisol men nyanta Gambia dingulu kantala ke tankandi ni wolu fangulu manna wo fero soto ima fijo soto pour ka fangulu la dokula kanta ka tankandi ako keta jakali kuoti ako barala ka nyinin kar labango
is on the lethal mixture of the cocaine and this other substance. I hope they didn't put it out into circulation, taking into consideration all the implications on the health of people.
Ako men sangarataji ika kokenta ika ke laso kan sain wo mu fenneti me yalonko wo sangarata ako bari aya mere fo korima janjandi nyimbankum fango kam pour banko molu bulosi pour banko fondinke ulusama
mba o kokeno min kabri wo data ho adante la NIA la nina manna courthouse.
My mother, since that cocaine was prepared, the only place it ended was at the NIA. It never came to the court.
And then manna courthouse male wo kenyadi.
It never came to the courthouse. I do not know what became
of it.
No
time ngalo na NIA ka drug arrest le barakatare fangol lebulu.
And that time I was aware that the NIA used to impound drugs, but they are always in their possession of the NIA.
Because torturing boss from drug dealer long.
Because even the torturing boss was a drug dealer.
So what drug na
So whatever drug he impounded, that drug will not get out of that place.
So what drug mi jambando ke drug ka nene man na courthouse mo nene man na courthouse during the trial from 2009 to 2011 and nene man na.
So that drug which was mixed up with limestone, nobody ever brought it to the court from 2009 until 2011 for the entirety of our court.
The question was, did it go into circulation to the general population?
Ako wole mnyinda nyimenyi nga fo ya janjandi banko kanjane fo.
I have no knowledge on that.
Very, very much.
Baraka.
Thank you. Any further questions? Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman.
Bishop lekane nyininka.
Mr. Lamin Karbou.
Mr. Lamin Karbou.
It's sad to hear the story that you narrated here.
Balafawarda ye kumo men sata jambi.
It would appear as if the NIA, took the law into their own hands.
Amulunta nyela ko NIA ulu iteli lua tale drong ya dundi ifangulu bulokon.
Because if they were involved
ning ayatara bitung idabi jele
in selling drugs themselves,
ka sira fengo wafi itelu fangulu ka drug jula yake,
then it means that they were sort of directly promoting
munta wala koto munyinti ko itel be men ke kan wala munta be drogue kunya le kidimandi kan
the use of drugs.
Pour molie drogue ma ka o kidimandi itel be wala no.
And since the people who were responsible for regulating the drug in this country were powerless.
Sayanga munta molu men yalon ko wolle nyanta lodula kala sira fen ko wala nyim banko kan ning anata findi ko wolu sembete lay be imam fijate la ferete bulu
to arrest the NIA who were suspect at the time.
Pour nyin kamala isi NIA wolu muta men yalon ko sobo keta wolle la wato.
It plunged the country in a very sad situation. And we only hope that people that are in the security outfit that are responsible to carry out discipline will not be involved in such, serious game.
Molu men yalon ko wolle be nyakanto nin tanko bundato woto sinji ko woto ala man tankala wolu kana idabula nyin kufa songolu kono pour ka wolu tamandi banko ka.
The other worrying thing actually was the type of electrical gadgets that they were using in order to solicit confession from people.
Ku de kudo fana moment wolam itel kaw kuran jorang lu menuta kamulu tilimbali yake tajire ya purka kibaro soro ulubulu wala kaulu bula kula imam menke wala ke forindi kula imam menke.
One of them you mentioned electrical iron.
Yedo foja menke ta pasir lang fer kurama.
Do I understand that is the electrical iron that they use to iron clothes, that is what they use to torture people with?
Ako fodun tonya ay memfaham wolem nyinti ko ika fer kuram ma menta ka molla feto fatolu pasi ala fodun wo fer kuram ma kilingu nyiliole taten ka molu bala jato tinyala.
Thank you.
Kake nyinin kawol
nga alqur'ano mutamben kala ning ala na la kila tema.
I am holding the Quran. I am swearing between me and God.
Ning ala na la kila tema.
Between me, God, and His messenger.
Nobody
told me. I saw it myself. And the one that was burnt with it, Fernando Ko, I saw his body. And also, the clippers which they used to charge batteries, all of them are there. I swear. I swear. And this is between me and God. I am speaking the truth.
Commissioner Samba, you have the floor.
Commissioner Samba, le kani nyininka.
Mr. Fernando Mbe. Franco Fernando. Mr. Karbou. Mbe imasala idimula saya kama.
We express our condolence for the death of your daughter.
Ngamira ntela mansa kundantel be jikiri nga telela pour aliyem ma koy pour nga dindingul kanta pour ikana sira fengoma.
I think it is our government and you on whom we placed our hopes to help our children, to protect them from getting in contact with harmful drugs. Now, if the people who are supposed to be protecting, just as the Mandinkas say, the rope that you use to get the bucket out of the well, if it falls into the well, do you think that bucket will come out of that well? Secondly, these ones that tortured you, do you think there is a Muslim amongst them? First off, what I'm going to respond to you on, NIA, the reason why they did what they did was for their own economic gains.
Because drug woman kela siloti.
Because drug was not their responsibility.
E kanafa min sotoje.
The benefits that they accrue from it
wole dundije
is what got them into
amanke mansakundala do koti.
It was not their official work.
Wole dundije.
Yes, that is what got them into it.
Was natara ko e do tonya betamala.
Because if at all the truth was to be maintained,
even
if they had any case of a drug anywhere, before they will go, they should inform their boss that they want to make a move.
And even there is no operational.
And there was no record on their diary of that operation they went on.
So they
were out for their own economic interest.
So
they were not working for the government. They were not working for the Gambian
family.
They were working for themselves and their families.
Dolu,
others, I can say I do not know them. But during the time I spent at the NIA, I never saw Alaji Moore pray. God is a witness. Prayer time used to find me there. While we are praying, he will be there sitting down, making himself busy and drinking his Guinness bottle. And I've never heard him to mention the name of Allah. And this, I can say, between me and God, for the time that I spent there, I never saw him pray.
Thank you. If there are no further, Imam C, you have the floor, please.
Imam Sile kana yininka.
Mama Lamin ñu lay nuyu.
Mo Lamin mbe konton na.
Ngejo imam.
Dëgg na li nga wax fi yo metti na trop.
Yeme mbe fo jang adiminta baake.
Jaaral nañ la fu metti.
Ye tambindi dula dimindi mbala.
Ñu lay jaale itam sa doom bi.
Mbe sanga konton na fanang idingula.
Te dafa melni ba léegi yow ba léegi yaa ngi ci metti.
Amunta wala ñinti dron ko fukana bula bila itebe o dimin kilingole kono.
Gama fi nga ne bete non nga fa nekkee.
Wayri kabiri nunto be ñamin hanimbi abe o ñakilingu ñaalema.
Ba léegi metti na.
Hanimbi wota diminta.
Waaye ñun de ñaanuñu kenn nga ñàkk sa place.
Bari ntel mang duwa pour moy fo la place wala.
Waaye ñaan ñu ngi ñaan ku jiite.
Bari mbe ala daane la même men tambita.
Da nga war a ragal yàlla ci li nga jiite.
Isi sila ala la ilaw tamboni law ñaaton kaya kan.
Nga def ci nga ucci yoon bu rafet.
Isi sila kendo ñinin
nga jub ci
yettiling
ku nekk sa ron
même be koto
boko yokkul bol ko yakal
ni man amari la fa kanatinya
lolu dal la ñoy ñaan ku ne
mbe wole duwa la momondi
ñak sa place parce que sa place bi moy sa sutura
man la fi momondi fo la place la katu la place la muy la sutura bundati
way sa njité way ak sa man bu mu tak ya ngay jaay ku nekk sa ron doole
bari ila ñaaton kaya anila no kan sembo kan kana menu bete duma kana wolu mantora
legi yow da ngay muñ rek
say ngoto hanimbi ite si muña doron
yalla li moy indi
ala be men natila
du nit mo la koy jog
manke ko mo le bodi le la
mom mo la koy jog
ate ala fang le bodi le la
jere
inum bara
baraka imam.
Thank you imam.
Thank you. If there are no further questions, Mr. Karbou, if you have any closing remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Saying Mr. Karbou, wairi nyinin kardota koma mobe nyinin kala menna. Silang, ite fanang, ilafta kumulu menu folaka sindi moluma, ite fanang sitenteng, yela kukacha kumfawala.
Mbe Commissioner Kontona.
I extend my sincerest greetings to the Commission. Because I think in my whole life in this world, today is my happiest day.
Because
because the allegations placed on me, some people still look at me with those eyes. But because of sitting in front of the Commission today, has helped me to unload the burden on my head, which was really troubling me before. Really, I felt it And still, and up to now, I am still feeling the pain. But I will leave everything to the Almighty Allah. I'm appealing to you. Plus my relatives and colleagues who are still working as forces. I would like to inform our leaders to be straightforward and try to be fair and impartial. Let them help us and let them keep us in secret. Because the good name they get, we on the ground, this is what we do. We are workers on the ground. If you hear your name being mentioned, it is the foot soldiers who did the job. The truth is painful. What is our right? Let us give their rights. Anybody working under you, I respect. Give him respect. And okay, also keep his whatever it deals with him, keep it below. Whatever is a person's right, give it to him. Because if had it not been for his efforts, the man below you, you will not get that good name. So let's all pray. Our Gambia, let's be one. Let's be same relatives. Let's take Gambia as our number one. Let it be our first priority. May Allah keep us all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Karbou.
Mr. Karbou.
And thank you for coming to testify before the Commission. The platform that the Commission is giving you is a duty incumbent on the Commission. The Act establishing the Commission requires us to provide victims an opportunity to relate their own accounts of the violations and abuses suffered. We were only carrying out a duty given to us by the Parliament. We thank you very much indeed again for coming to testify before the Commission. This brings us to the end of today's proceedings. And we will resume Monday morning, 10 o'clock. Have a restful weekend, all of you. Council, you have a procedural point of order to make? Or?
No, just to remind that we are watching and we are paying great attention to the witness. Should anything happen, the TRRC would act, and it would act robustly.
Adung council kamen fojan lead council ako wolem nyinti ko TRRC la alfalu aning mulum beben hakilo tulale nga nyaayele ngan tulo yele nga kantaro ke puru nyin sedo membe sirin jang mseng hakilo tuwala koluto nin kuo kundin ketala TRRC inin sembobe wulila ibe kangota mandila me yalonko wala be kala sarto nin luala kangote atela kanto nin tankada la karola.
Thank you all very much indeed, and have a nice weekend. Meeting is adjourned.